Subscribe my channel and press bell icon to get all notification.
Hello students, in the previous videos we discussed about asexual reproduction. Now we will start our next topic, which is sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction, as the name indicates, means here the sex cells are responsible for the reproduction process. So sexual reproduction, if we write the definition, अगर हम सिंपल definition की बात करते हैं, sexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which two parents are required and these parents form their gametes. These gametes fuse together to give rise to new individual or to new offspring. So here we can say sexual reproduction is a type of reproduction in which two parents, what are the characteristics? Two parents are required. Here both the male and female, both two parents are required for the reproduction. जैसे कि हमने asexual reproduction में देखा था, वहां पे हमने किसी भी तरीके से मेल या फीमेल की बात नहीं की थी. Only one plant or one animal, one organism is able to give rise new individual. But in the sexual reproduction, two parents are required, two individuals are required. These two parents or two individuals, they form a specialized cells which take part into the sexual reproduction. These cells are known as sex cells. So sex cells are involved. These sex cells are also known as germ cell. इन्हीं का दूसरा नाम हम जो कहते हैं वो है germ cells. और these sex cells are also known as gametes. These are also known as gametes. So you can use any name whichever you feel comfortable. Sex cells, germ cells, or gametes. So here two parents are involved. So we can say that two types of gametes will be formed here. Two types के यहाँ पे gamete बनेंगे. The male partner or male parent will form the male gametes. Male parent जो होगा वो बनाएगा male gamete and the female parent will form the female gamete. So we can say that in this type of reproduction, two types of gametes are required. The male partner will form the male gametes. Female partner will form the female gametes. And both of these two gametes fuse together. They mix together, or we can say they can fuse together to form a structure which is known as zygote. This is known as zygote, and this zygote will later on develop into an individual. एक individual के अंदर develop करेगा. It will grow and form a new offspring, new individual. It will form new individual. So this is about the basic idea about sexual reproduction. Now here the important thing which we need to understand that here two types of gametes are formed, male gamete and female gamete, and they are fused together. दोनों का fusion होता है. This process of fusion is known as fertilization. Due to fertilization, the structure which is formed is zygote. यहाँ तक आपको I think समझ आ गया होगा. Now let's come on to the one more interesting fact or one more interesting information. We can say that you know that our body is made up of cell. हमारी body किससे बनी है? Cell से बनी है. And in our body we have two types of cells. The first type of cells are known as somatic cells. Somatic cells. And the another type of cells is sex cells. These two types of the cells are found in our body, somatic cells or sex cells. Sex cells are these cells जिन्हें हमने gamete बोला है. These are the sex cells which are present in a body of in each individual. Whereas the somatic cells, these cells are also found in each individual, and these cells are responsible for the normal growth and repairing. हमें हमारी जो ग्रोथ हो रही है बॉडी के अंदर या हमें चोट लगने पे जो रिकवरी होती है, जो हीलिंग होती है, that all done by the process by these cells. These cells do mitosis. These somatic cells do mitosis, and by the mitosis they increase their cell number. Cell number increase होगा and they will do the growth or repairing process. But these sex cells are only responsible for the reproduction. These cells form when the reproduction is required. So they will take part in the reproduction process. Sex cells. Now these cells contain chromosomes. Every cell has a DNA as a genetic material, and this DNA is formed on, or we can say this DNA is present onto the specific structure. This structure is known as chromosome, and each cell चाहे हम जिन सोमेटिक सेल्स की बात कर रहे हैं, नॉर्मल हम सोमेटिक सेल्स की बात कर रहे हैं, the somatic cells of each human individual. In the case of human, we are taking the example. The somatic cells contain 46 chromosomes. This is the fixed number of chromosomes which is found into the nucleus of the each human cell. And the cell is the somatic cells. So number of chromosomes is fixed into the each cell. These 46 chromosomes found into the 23 number of pair. यानी कि जो 46 chromosomes है वो अकेले नहीं रहते. These 46 chromosomes form pairing. Two chromosomes will come together and as they form 23 pairs. So we can say in the case of human being, 23 pairs of chromosomes are found. 23 pairs of chromosomes are found. Out of these 23 pairs, the 22 pair chromosomes, or the 22 pair chromosomes, they are known as autosome. They are known as autosome, which control all the normal functioning, normal characteristic feature of an individual. They are known as autosome. Whereas one pair of chromosome, one or 23rd, this is the 23rd, 22 to ho gaye autosome. The last, that is 23rd number pair of chromosome, that one pair of chromosome is known as, these are known as 6 chromosomes. They are 6 chromosomes. And these 6 chromosomes could be of two types. You know that these could be of two types. Pair की अगर हम बात करें तो दो तरीके के हो सकते हैं. In the case of female, they are as a XX, and in the case of male, they are X and Y. So if the 6 chromosomes are XX, then we call them female. If the 6 chromosomes are X and Y, then it will be male. So this is about the two types of chromosomes, that is autosomes and sex chromosomes. 22 chromosomes are the autosomes which control the normal characteristics of the body. Normal मतलब the height, the skin color, eye color, color of hair, और अगर जो हमारे जो physical features है, जो हमें हमारी body के features होते हैं, that features are controlled by the autosomes. But these 6 chromosomes are responsible for controlling the sex of an individual. Male होगा या female होगा, that depends on the presence of these chromosomes. If sex is present, then the human being will be female. If X and Y present, then the human being will be the male. So this is about these two type of chromosomes. That's all. Now let's come on to the back to our same concept, that sexual reproduction जिसकी हम बात कर रहे थे. Here we are saying that gametes, two types of gametes are present in the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction के लिए gametes की जरूरत होती है. अब ये gametes क्या होते हैं और ये कैसे बनते हैं? The gametes are the structures which form from the cells which are the, I mean यहाँ पे हमने 23 pairs की जो बात की है, यहाँ पे या हम 46 chromosomes की बात कर रहे हैं. These gametes are the cells or the sex cells. They contain half the number of chromosomes. They do not contain 46 chromosomes. Normally, each cell has 46 chromosomes. But these gametes do not contain 46 chromosomes. These gametes have half number of chromosomes, or we can say that they have only 23 chromosomes. They have only 23 chromosomes. यानी कि यहाँ पे जो 23 pairs हैं, gametes के अंदर 23 pairs नहीं होते. Here we are writing the 23 pair, but in the normal somatic cells. But in the case of sex cells, these gametes, they do not contain the 23 pair. They just contain 23 chromosomes, which is the half of this 46 chromosome. So we can say that these gametes contain half number of chromosomes. So male gamete will have 23 chromosomes. Female gamete will have 23 chromosomes. So we can write here 23 and 23. Here one more thing we can do, that this half number of chromosome, जो half number chromosomes होता है, उसे हम show करते हैं and से. And means 23 chromosome and the 46, that is that total 46 chromosome, that is shown by 2n. So this is the concept which we can use. N means 23 chromosome, 2n means 46 chromosome, or the name which we use is this N condition. This condition is known as haploid condition. in which the chromosomes are not found in the pair. They are half to the somatic cells. यहाँ पे pair में नहीं है, only 23 chromosomes present है. Then we call this type of cells as haploid cells. When the cell contain 23 pair chromosomes or 46 chromosomes, then this type of cell is known as diploid cell. Then this cell is known as diploid cell. So this is the name haploid or diploid, and this is the symbol and or 2n to represent this haploid or diploid cell. Diploid को हम represent करेंगे 2n से, haploid को हम represent करेंगे n से. So here in this concept we can write that these male gametes are n in nature. अब हमें पता चल गया कि यहाँ पे हम 23 लिखने की बजाय we can write n. Okay, so same in the female also we can write n. So we can say that these gametes, male gamete and female gametes, they are NN or they are haploid in nature because they do not contain paired 46 chromosomes नहीं है, 23 pair chromosomes नहीं है, they have just 23 chromosomes. So they are haploid in nature. When these two haploid gametes fuse together for the sexual reproduction, they form zygote, and this zygote when N with N mix with N, then the structure which will form is 2n. The structure form होती है, new structure form होती है, that is known as zygote. This zygote has diploid in nature, means it's contain 46 chromosome. 46 chromosome कहाँ से आए? 23 आए male से, 23 आए female से, and the zygote is formed, and this zygote will develop into an individual. Suppose this individual is you. अगर आप ये individual हैं, so we can say that you have 46 pair of chromosome, 46 chromosome, 23 pair chromosome. Out of these 46 chromosome, you have taken 23 chromosome from your father and you have taken 23 chromosome from your mother. That's why we have the characteristics of both of our parents. हमारे कुछ characters हमारे mother से match करते हैं, हमारे कुछ character हमारे father से match करते हैं, because we have taken the chromosome from both of our parents. Mother से 23 chromosomes मिलते हैं, father से 23 chromosomes मिलते हैं, और दोनों की joining होने के बाद, दोनों की mixing होने के बाद जो structure form हो रही है, that structure is zygote, and this zygote contain 23 pair chromosome or 46 chromosome, and this zygote is known as 2n or diploid, like our all somatic cells. हमारी somatic cells भी diploid होती हैं और हमारी सेक्स सेल्स जो होती है हैप्लोइड होती है. अब यहाँ पे एक चीज हमें देखनी है कि क्यों ये काम हुआ, क्यों जो मेल गैमेट और फीमेल गैमेट होते हैं वो एन होते हैं. लाइक आवर ऑल सोमेटिक सेल्स आर डिप्लॉइड, हमारी सोमेटिक सेल्स तो डिप्लॉइड हैं, हमारी सेक्स सेल्स यानी कि जो गैमेट्स हैं दे आर हैप्लॉइड. What is the main reason behind this? Why the gametes which are involved into the sexual reproduction, they are haploid in nature? क्यों haploid हैं? Reason is that these haploid gametes, when they fuse together, they will form a structure which is diploid in nature. यहाँ पे एक diploid structure बनी है. Suppose अगर ये haploid gametes haploid ना होते, male gamete भी diploid होता, फीमेल गैमेट भी डिप्लॉइड होता, इनके फर्टिलाइजेशन से जो स्ट्रक्चर बनती वो जाइगोट बनता, वो होता ON, यानी कि उसके अंदर जो क्रोमोसोम नंबर है वो 46 ना होके 46 के डबल होते, 2n ना होके 4n होते. ये 4n इंडिविजुअल जब फर्दर रिप्रोडक्शन करता, आगे रिप्रोडक्शन करता, तो ये एक और 4n सेल के साथ फ्यूज होता, तो 8n स्ट्रक्चर बन जाती. तो इस तरीके से एक क्रोमोसोम्स नंबर में स्टेबिलिटी नहीं रह सकती, कुछ नया एक वैरायटी, एक नई वेरिएशंस फॉर्म हो सकती थी. यहाँ पे क्रोमोसोम्स नंबर डिस्टर्ब हो रही हैं. So to maintain this stability, to maintain the fixed number of chromosomes, the gametes which take part into the reproduction process, they are haploid in nature. The gametes which take part into the reproduction process, into the sexual reproduction process, they are haploid in nature. Haploid male gamete, haploid female gamete. Both of these two fuse together, they form a diploid zygote or a 2n zygote. This diploid zygote will further develop, it grow and it will form an individual. ये एक individual form करता है. यहाँ पे आपको ये बात ध्यान रखनी है कि जो haploid cells form हो रही है, ये एक diploid cell से ही form होगी. One diploid cell will go through the division and this division is known as meiosis. You already studied about it. This is known as meiosis, and when diploid cells go through the meiosis division, it form haploid cell. वो haploid cells बनती हैं. तो ये जो gametes बने हैं ये भी diploid cells से ही meiosis के through बने हैं. और क्यों बनाए गए? So that the number of chromosomes can remain maintained into the zygote after fertilization. So this is about the basic introduction of the sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction को हमने एक introduction लिया है. We know gametes are involved. These gametes are haploid in nature because they have 23 chromosomes. When cell contain 23 pair of chromosomes, then we call it diploid condition. So here haploid gamete, male haploid, female gamete fuse together and they form a diploid zygote. Diploid zygote banana. So this is about the introduction of sexual reproduction. In the next video, we will start with the sexual reproduction in plants.